All right, the May Tackle Club Barra Jacks box. Let's go. All right, we've got some sexy looking lures here, but it is getting colder. So we're gonna have to vary or change up the way we target these species, the Barra and the Jacks. I'm gonna start off with the soft plastics. One of my favorites here from Lunker City. These things are absolutely dynamite on Barra and Jacks. And to go with them, we have the Barra jig heads. These are from the Australian company, BARRA Lures. So that's gonna marry up perfectly with your Lunker City paddle tail plastics and your Damiki armor shad in the 4-inch. So we are downsizing to slightly smaller plastics this time, which is going to be the perfect size for the Jackamundis, or Jacks, or the Barramundi that you're chasing these cooler months. Now I'm going to be slowing down my retrieve. So with this, we still have a 3/8 ounce jig head on here, so that is still fairly heavy, so it is going to sink down a lot deeper because of the weight of the jig head. But because of the slower retrieve rate, this plastic is going to be deeper, as opposed to in the summer months, we're going to burn it out a little bit quicker. Now, the Damiki Armor Shad have a slightly smaller paddle tail on the back, as opposed to the Lunker City plastics with a huge paddle tail on the back. So the Lunker City will actually have a slightly slower sink rate to the Damiki Armor Shad, but you can fish them in very much the same way. I've got two different colors here. So the Lunker City, I've got like a pearl gold color, magical, love that color. Gonna be great for the dirty water, etc. Also fine in clear water. But then in the Damiki, I've got a more natural looking color in like an anchovy or maybe a mullet sort of a color here with a white and a blue finish, very pearlescent finish. I'm gonna probably fish that in the clearer waters. If I'm fishing dirty waters, I'm gonna go the white and gold Lunker City. The cleaner waters, the Armor Shad 4-inch, perfectly hooked up with the BARRA Lures Barra jig heads. Super heavy jig heads, ready to go. Rig them up, laughing. Then we move over to the hard bodies. I'm gonna actually start off with the bigger one in the box. So this is the Samaki Reddick jerkbait, the SF150. So that's a slow float in 150 mil. So it's 15 centimeters long. So it is a big hard body, but still only a small bib on the front. So it's not gonna be a super deep diver. But this one is gonna be perfect because of the profile, because of the bib. I'm gonna get real twitchy, but slow retrieve. So I'm gonna cast it into my snag and do like 2 to 3 quick twitches, twitch, but just small ones, just to get it sort of wiggling or just twitching in spot, but not moving too far away from the snag. Pause it. The pause is the key. And then twitch again. If you want to add a little bit more to that, you can feel free to maybe add in like a very slow roll. But remember, with the cooler months, the fish can get a little bit lethargic. You don't want to be burning it or faster retrieve like you do in the summer months. You want to try to work this slower. But being a shallow lure, this thing is going to be dynamite, long, thin profile. So I'm going to want to get twitchy with it. Perfect. Then we're going to move over to some smaller profile hard bodies here, but these ones are going to be deeper divers. So we have one here from our friends at Berkeley. This is the Berkeley Baz Bait 80 ProTech. This is a suspending model that I've got here, and it will dive a little bit deeper down than our Samaki. It's have a beautiful finish, super big, strong hooks on them straight out of the box, made for barramundi. So you don't need to worry about changing your trebles on this. But you're gonna fish it in a similar way to the Reddick, but because of the deeper diving bib, I'm probably gonna just rip this down, get it down nice and deep, then pause, rather than just small twitches, and then go into a slow to maybe medium roll after that. And then we've got the Abyss 90. This is the extreme power diver version. So this thing will go down to about 3 meters deep, and it is a suspending lure as well. Just like the Berkeley one, they're both suspending, so they're not gonna float up or sink down, which is perfect for those long pauses. So just after you rip it right down, long pause, then move into your slow to medium roll. So those two there, in case you snag one up, perfect, gonna sort of work with each other. And then your big one, the Samaki, that you're gonna get really twitchy with. But that's the Barra and Jacks box this month. If you want to check this one out, or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au. Pick a box that's right for you and the species you chase, and welcome to the club.